Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sunny Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the weekly preview for Broken Spire week this week. And some Fire Rift teams. Pure. Make sure the audio is working. Yep, it is. Alright, so Fire Rift teams. High, mid, low, pure, deathless, on screen. I'll do it for you today on live stream. So we'll do pure 500 on live stream. We the last few, like I don't know, the last three we've done on stream. I did the last one. We did it very well. It was a good one. But before that, I was struggling. But I think, you know, I was a little burnout and stuff, and not playing as much. But it's hard to do those on live stream on your first try. So we'll try it today, though. Let me set this bad boy up. Let's run something while we wait. It's a Broken Spire week. Let's see if the AI can do Epic Trials on its own while I set up the stream here. So 225 to battle. Alright, let me do the autoplay. So watch that while I set up the stream. Yeah, we'll be going over things like the Underspire, the new campaign. There's like a little holiday thing going on. I don't know if it's an event per se, but it's like a little extra kill this color enemy and you get rewards type of deal. Event key drop table.
Mana surge.
All that good stuff. Gotta get Fire Rift in there though, because it's Tuesday. I almost want to do that first. I know, because probably most of y'all already watched some sort of weekly preview. I'm just gonna guess, but if not, yeah, we'll do that after. I think I'm gonna do Fire Rift first though. Could do a chapter. I'll try to do a chapter. It's weird not having the elapsed time up in the left-hand corner. Not complaining, just everything else is better. I'm just used to that. Alright. I need to get into the chat here.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Alright, we got Trey, we got Sana. Sana with the gifted in the ghost train, thank you so much. Trey with the 4. Trey and Sana are out there trying to start it up. They're pulling like the lawnmower, they're pulling the string, trying to get it started. They're on the motorcycle, like kicking it. Trying to jump start it, you know, or whatever you call it. Kick start it. Pulling on the cord, kicking the starter. On the motorcycle, vroom vroom, Papa Willie. That's what we're doing here, trying to start her up, start the train up, pull the cord, kick the starter thing. I should know what that's called. I used to have a dirt bike. Alright, so I'm in the chat. It's in live chat. Got the stream set up right. Doot doot. And I think everything looks good there. Oh, except for this. I wonder if I did this last time. Cancel, save. This. On. Done. Set frequency. 18. Different times. Save. Okay. I think I got everything set up now. So I'm ready to go. Put a chapter in so y'all can skip that early part. Like, where are we at? Does it say here? No. Where does it say? I think I have to go to the front. So another 4 minutes again, not bad. Alright, so I'll put intro 0000, and then I'll put start, I don't know, 4:15. Skip some of that early business of me setting up the stream there. If you're smart and you click on the chapters. It's hard to add them now, I don't know. I'll have to, I think if I put my slider thing at the front, it shows where we're at. Maybe I can do that. I'll try to add chapters in. Chad's been a member for 46 months. Woo woo, let's go. Train. Sure, you can post. I don't have have a thumbnail. I might do one after the fact, but I don't really have one for before the stream. I could have worked on one last night, I guess. Looks like we won the Epic Trials with just the AI. So hopefully a lot of y'all out there have them all done. You would buy this. This is very cheap to get 5 copies of a pet for 200 gems. That's not one copy of the pet. That's 5 copies of a Starry Mini Furnace. Okay, so it's for Infernus too, like giving Furnace extra stats. That's pretty cool. So it's very cheap to buy. For 200 gems, you get 5 copies of that pet. And then if you buy it every time you win, you get it fully ascended. So now you have a fully ascended pet from Broken Spire for like 1,000 gems. When if you would do that through pet rescues and buying baskets, it would cost like 2,000 something, like over double. That's why it's very good. And if the AI can do it, what's the excuse for not doing it some of the times? Like, I know the AI can't do it all the way through sometimes, but sometimes it can. And if you don't even try or don't even check, like, I don't know. I wouldn't advise that. I would say at least try, at least check, see if the AI can do it. Walk away, you go to bed, you put on an AI fight for your epic trials. You got all week. That's one time before you go to bed every day. You know, just put on an auto battle for your epic trials before you go to bed when you're not even playing. See if it wins. Then when you wake up or you get up in the middle of the night to go pee, buy the pet. Chat with a two. Thank you so much. Running out there with Sana and Trey. Pulling on the cord of the lawnmower. Kickstarting the motorcycle. Vroom, vroom, Papa Willie. Alright. So let's do Fire Rift first. Because I think that's the most, like, if anybody's going to come watch the stream today, they're probably looking for this, maybe. We got Fire Rift right now. And I think everybody should do this. Do the events that the devs put into the game. Going after these rewards here. Orb of Chaos, Vault Keys, Orb of Chaos. You know? And it's real quick, easy. 90 levels, that's it. Do all the rooms. You can do it for free. Like, that's free. So here's what's going on. If it just, maybe it'll sink into somebody out there. You know, you're getting rewards for every single room. Every single time you do a room, you're getting rewards. And then at the end of every single layer, you're getting a boss chest and getting rewards. And then, at the end, when you beat it, you're getting all these rewards. So you're like triple dipping. Instead of doing something else where you're doing one fight and getting rewards, you're getting 3 different rewards as you're doing this. So it's way more value, way smarter to be doing this than anything else right now. It's the smartest thing to be doing right now is this faction event. Because it's gone tomorrow, too. That's another reason. Lots of gold, lots of orbs, potential good stuff. Vault keys, potential good stuff. Anything else is just you're doing one thing. You're not getting triple. You're not triple dipping and getting triple rewards pretty much. So we'll do it down in the underworld. That way I can just show teams quickly. But you want to do all the rooms and go to level 90, and it's free. You know, 30 gems maybe if you're slightly short. But maybe I'll try Pure Faction first. It'd be a fun way to start the stream. I don't know if I can even do it. Let's try it. Fire Rift. Then I'll redeem myself with all the other teams if I fail. So let's see what we got here for Fire Rift for the Pure Faction 500. Got Fire Spirit. Convert all gems of a chosen color to burning gems. So any color you want to red, pretty much. Lava Scorpion. Deal damage to an enemy, then gain armor boosted by burning enemies. Magma Dragon. We like Magma Dragon. Probably going to use at least one of those, right? Wrath Naga. Deal splash damage to an enemy boosted by burning gems. I'm thinking maybe 2 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. You throw this in first slot, this in second, and then 2 Magma Dragons. That's what I'm guessing. So Lava Scorpion can be your tank, kind of. You know, it's going to gain armor every time you cast it. It's not a traditional tank. It doesn't have, you know, 50% skull reduction or anything like that. EQ Emulation's here. Cortex is here. How's it going? You a center, Cortex? What are you doing? Mark at the Beast? Alright, so we'll have this as our mana generator. We'll have this as our tank, and this will be our damage dealers. That's what I'm thinking. We can go to Fire Rift if you don't want to look for a banner. I feel like that's what happens sometimes. People just are lazy and they don't want to choose a banner, so sometimes it goes to the default banner. But on this one, you can just pick Fire Rift, most likely. Double red, brown, minus blue. That's fine. We got 3 browns, we got 3 reds, we got no blues. Sana with another gifted, thank you so much. Your sword is now on fire. Why can I never say that right? Your sword is now on fire. Let's go. And then no, class doesn't matter. So this would be what I would suggest. Possibly. We'll see if it works. But I'll put the team code at the beginning and at the end. I've been doing that lately. I've been trying to. Sometimes I'll make a video, I put the team code at the beginning, and then I put it at the end, but then I cut the front off, so. Sometimes they're not there, both times. But let's try it. Pure 500. Where are we at on the timer? 10:30? I'll try to do chapters today. Fire, Rift, Pure. 10:30. Save. Boop. Murda Serta, how's it going? Panda. Lester got it? Oh, cool. Lester's banana got your gifted. Alright, so with this thing we can turn any color we want to red, which will help get up our rest of our team. Do we have anything though? We want to make sure we have an extra turn. We're not gonna just do that unless we can make an extra turn. And I don't really see it. It's not jumping out at me. So I don't see it yet. So instead of doing that, I will... Okay, we could take red, which isn't ideal. I don't really want to take red off the board, but I guess we will. It's our only move, really. Alright, now we can convert green to red. We don't even use green, so that's good. So let's do it. Trying to burn them up. Alright, we got our first slot dude. So we can gain some armor, start making it our tank. Deal damage to an enemy, then gain armor boosted by burning enemies. See how much it gains. We got 223 right now. Alright, that's not too bad. It's good enough. So if there's no extra turns here, I'll just cast my Magma Dragon. 108 damage. No extra turns again, but let's see. Who do we want to get up for real? Yeah, Brown would be fine. Let's take Brown. Let me try to get that Fire Spirit again. Okay, let's take Brown again. Got a Brown extra turn. Now we got the Fire Spirit. We could cast our first slot guy, or we could take Skulls. If we take Skulls here, they're going to get Skulls up here anyway. And if we take Skulls up here, they're going to get Skulls down here anyway. So, could do my conversion, and that would mess that all up. We could convert blue as another color we don't use. So let's do that. Now we got an extra turn on Skulls. Okay, now's a good time to do Magma Dragon or our first guy. First guy will gain armors. Let's do that. And looks like a Magma Dragon. Starting to knock him down pretty good. Let's do Skulls. Get a kill. Okay. Got this. Okay. I think I'll cast my other Magma Dragon and then we'll do the Fire Spirit. Should have alignment somewhere. Got blue right here. I think that's the way to go because we don't even use blue. Give us some red, give us an extra turn. Put some more burning gems on the board. Put some more red on the board. Right, let's go ahead and cast this. Get them some more armor. Only problem with the first and last fight is they're going to be doing a lot of spell damage, I guess. But let's take Brown. So the longer we take, the more damage they're going to do to us, and I don't want to take too long killing them. Got green we could do. Could do green. We don't use green, so I like that. Gets up Magma Dragon, gets up our first slot. You have any extra turns? No. Let's do this. Get a kill, get some armor. Guess we do Magma Dragon now, maybe? Sure. Alright. We're almost there. It's pretty slow. Maybe I don't have my niches on. Maybe my horde level's not very high. Have to check that out. Yeah! Alright, we won the first fight, but got many more to do, probably. I don't know how many. That's part of what makes certain factions harder or easier, is like how many fights do you have to do to get the pure 500 done. It's only 3. That's great. It's only 3 fights. Let's look at my horde level. I got 155. That's right in the middle. So it seems like Fire Rift is probably somewhere in the middle. That's how I judge it. Like if my horde level is 133 or 111, that means it was pretty easy. If I got it done on 111 or 133. If it's on 200, that means it's pretty hard. So I try not to change my horde levels after the fact so I can tell you guys how hard it was. And if I judge this one based on my horde level, it's going to be somewhere in the middle, which Sana would know better than me because she has like a chart that I could look at, but I didn't bring it up beforehand. But let's go back to it. Do I have my niches on? I do. Alright. So we're on 500. We're doing pure faction. Got to do 3 fights. Hopefully they don't submerge here a bunch. Mountain Crusher for the win. Let's go. Alright, Chad. Have a good day at work, man. Sana says I use Mountain Crusher, King Bloodhammer, Moira, King Highforge, Rune Priest just for fun. Sounds cool. I would use Glaceon instead of Moira maybe, but they're both good. That's a good Skull team. Alright, we got an extra turn right here. We're looking for brown and yellow to get up our Fire Spirit. I would, because it gets up the rest of the team, you know? Let's take some yellow. Take some yellow, take some brown.
Mana surge.
It'll power the rest of the team. So now we can turn any color we want into red. So let's see if we have it. We got brown. It's a whole bunch of it right there. We do use brown though, so you want to keep that in mind. Because there might be a different color you could change that would, it's a color you don't use as much. But looks like it's the only way to go, so I'm going to do brown. Maybe I'll take these skulls first. That might mess it up though. Oh well. Let's get some damage. We're getting, like, we don't need to cast Fire Spirit if everything's getting up, so I'm just going to cast my stuff. Some armor there. Take this green out of here. Let's cast our Magma Dragons. No point of doing Fire Spirit when we got 2 Magma Dragons up. 105. 106. Alright, now we could get a ton of mana. So let's do brown. Alright, now everything's up, right? We could get an extra turn right here and get free skull damage. Anita's here. How's it going? Let's get this extra turn, I guess. And then let's cast our first dude. Just keep getting that armor. Keep our tank in there. Now we'll do Magma Dragons. Chipping them down. Chipping them down. Do it again. Killed their first slot. Alright, so we need brown and yellow again. So, do it again. Brown. Take skulls. Brown and yellow, come on. Alright, we don't have either one. So I guess we'll take purple. Okay, we can cast our first guy. Sure. Gain some more armor. Here's some yellow. Got Fire Spirit. Now let's look for a big conversion. Do we have it anywhere? You'll get an eye for this the more you play. Like, I got green right here. I think that's the best way to go, because we don't even use green. Extra turn, got our first guy up. Got our Fire Spirit up too. Got a Magma Dragon up too. Epic. They called me Epic. I kind of think, what do you guys think about the audio levels? I don't know if I messed with it or not, but it was pretty loud, like on one of my, I don't know if it was my video or my stream. I turned it down a little bit more. I hate, like, sometimes I can't hear it at all, and sometimes it's, like, really loud. I want to get it perfect. I guess we'll take skulls just for some damage. Get a kill. Let's keep this guy alive. Some more armor. Skulls are in 2 different spots, so they're going to get a skull match either way. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now I still get a skull match. Okay, we got yellow we could match. But we could do our conversion maybe. Let's make sure we don't need that yellow for our conversion. don't think it works anyway, so let's do this. Got this blue, get rid of that.
Mana surge.
Got a whole bunch of brown, that'll get up Magma Dragon. And we'll cast this guy, get a little armor. It's not based on how much damage you do, it's based on burning enemies. And then a couple Magma Dragons. We're almost there. And then one more fight. Pure is done. And we got blue. We don't even use blue, so that's nice to turn it into a color that we do use. Ooh, I thought they'd be dead. Alright, now they're dead. Alright, so far so good on this Pure Faction 500 for Fire Rift. Thank you so much, Anita, for the gifted. Running out there with Trey and Sana and Chad. Pulling the cord, kicking the motorcycles, trying to start them. I think you guys are revving it a little. I think you're revving it. I think it's coming to life. I think you almost got it. You're so close. Probably got the motorcycle started. You kick-start it. Well, let's see if we can pop a willy. We pop a willy, though? Now, here's the last fight. This is going to be... You know, they're going to be doing a lot of damage to us. We can't take forever. Like, I might even want to hit their Magma Dragon with my first slot guy, since I get to choose. Their Magma Dragon's going to be hitting everybody on our team. And we'll take that brown. Like, whoever you think is the biggest threat on their side, maybe that's who we cast our dude on. That's 143 to everybody on our team, and that's just to one enemy. That's splash damage, so it's not going to hit that hard. It's only hit one person that hard and then splash out. So I think the Magma Dragon's the one we're going to have to focus on. So we'll use this guy to focus down the Magma Dragon. The previous two fights I just went from top to bottom, but in this last fight I'm kind of scared of their spell damage. Maybe even if we see like one of those submerged gems drop, maybe we take it, get submerged. Take that purple extra turn. Take these skulls. And we get the fire spirit. Let's do this first. We'll attack their Magma Dragon. That way he just dies first out of everything on their team, because we're doing a little extra damage to it. Let's take the skulls. Maybe the first slot dies first, though, from skulls. And we got fire spirit still. We could do brown. We could do green. I think green's the way to go, since we don't use green. Let's turn this board more colors that we like. We got this. Magma Dragon? No, let's do it with this guy. On their Magma Dragon. Okay. Let's do our Magma Dragons now. So we'll grab these skulls. This might be close, even though I feel like I'm doing everything right. Maybe I need to up my horde level, or... Getting submerged up there, that's annoying. Alright, we need our fire spirit. Back to the drawing board. That'll give them skulls. Let's do this. Okay, now we can do it. As long as there's nothing else. They still got skulls somehow. It's fine, though. Here's that submerge. We could take that. We would get no mana, though. I don't know how long it would last. And I don't know, it might just do one random enemy. Or one random ally, so... if it happens, it happens. I'm gonna do this. Okay, now we got it. Okay, one of our Magma Dragons got submerged. That's cool. It's helpful. And we got the Fire Spirit. Let's get the Fire Spirit. What are we gonna change? We could change brown right here. We got brown down here as well. Looks like brown's a good way to go. Let's do brown. Whole lot of red. Some more. Do the skulls. Probably. We're hanging in there. Can we do it? Got both Magma Dragons. We got this guy. Let's do that first. Trying to knock down their Magma Dragon. Woo! I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Really need to get that Magma Dragon out of here. Pretty bad. Getting there, it's just like, oh, you see? Told y'all. Like, I don't even think I was doing anything wrong yet. And they're already... Like, they killed my mana generator. That sucks. Got that. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Red extra turn. Got these skulls up here. Kill like their first slot and their magma dragon. Be great. I got 22 HP on my... And now they're all submerged. This is annoying, dude. Pretty annoying. Because our main way to do damage is... AoE. And two of our dudes are about to die. I killed one of theirs. They're all submerged, though. That dumb submerge gem made this harder. So, I don't know, y'all. I just lost again on live stream. It's pretty sweet. The team... look how their whole team is submerged. How does that even happen? How many submerged gems did they get? They don't have, like, a random... Maybe it happened, like, on the way, like... It's pretty stupid that they're all submerged over there. Like, that's the worst thing that could happen to us, because we're doing AoE damage as our main damage. So, I don't know. I think this team would work. I just maybe need to up my horde level, especially right now with those submerged gems dropping. Like, when anybody else did this faction event on 500, they didn't have submerged gems dropping, so they weren't having as much trouble with hitting them with their magma dragons. So, I don't know. I hate losing on stream, but it just happened. That's what I would suggest, unless anybody else out there has something better. This is what I think. So let me know. Let me know. I hate when that happens, but it is what it is. Glad it's right on the start of the stream, too. It makes me very, not grumpy. Alright, let's do Deathless, though. That's a palette cleanser. Base rarity. Oh, is it pretty hard? Okay. So maybe I need to up my, horde level, then. I got it done. Just didn't get it done there. Alright, what do we have here? We got red and brown. So, that means what? Somebody out there know? It's the same thing every time, pretty much. This will be super easy. Like always. Deathless is super easy. Pretty much everywhere, no matter what it says. Like, Pure's the one that's really hard. Deathless, you just do this. Who else out there is going to show you failing? Me failing. I'll show it all over my channel. I'll show you me dying on EverQuest. I'll show you me having to fight a boss on Elden Ring for 3 hours straight and ripping my pants off when we finally do it. I'll show you me losing on here. Like, I don't care. Everybody loses, or... You know, I like having to try multiple times. It's like my favorite thing about games. I don't want to just roll over everything, destroy it. Then I wouldn't play it at all. Alright, we need, what do we got? Red and something. Can't see. Red and brown. So that'd be Harpy Mage. Harpy Mage. Alright, let's wreck this 500 Deathless so I can feel better. Alright, class. Doesn't really matter. You can do Elementalist, though, to make it even more of a lock. Banner. Could do blue. Probably do blue and green. That's fine. And I want to put my metals on Orpheus. I'm going to make sure we destroy this. I don't even need I probably don't even need it. You should probably do Metal of Seasons if your High King Iron God isn't at 100 attack, but mine is, so I don't need them. But let's do Deathless 500. That'll make me feel like slightly better. Doesn't help. Doesn't. It's kind of like taking Tylenol when you have a giant migraine. It'll help a little bit.
Mana surge.
All right, let's get some Devourers. Let's grab this. Get another Devour. Now we do the other instant kill. Kill him with skulls. Bang. Summoned a demon, yep. Elden Ring DLC yet? I haven't played it yet, no. Probably should. Probably too late on it, but that's how it is with everything. I'm always too late on everything. By a little bit. That's how I got so many kit. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get some brown. Do that. Let's get this. Nah, I should have waited. That was stupid. I should have waited. Could have used it on my High King Iron Gut. These are like, let's make sure we can devour whatever it is. I think we can devour that. Grab that, grab that. Let's do this on their last slot, so they're terrored. Let's make sure we can devour. Looks good. Get that guy, do this. Do this. Skull should take care of the rest. Most of the time. This time it didn't want to. Got that. Got that. Because Glaceon has so much skull reduction, I think. Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. It's on 500. We're going to do it without losing a troop. Hopefully. That's the plan. Use Sana's team for what? We aren't doing anything to where I should use her team right now. Not sure what you mean. I don't think Sana put up a Deathless team or a Pure team yet, so I'm not using it. We're just not doing anything that has to do with her team at the moment. Sorry. Alright, Devour. Last slot. Devour something that's not tangled. Let's do this. And pretty close. Any extra turns? There's one right there. We might not need it, but there we go. Alright, Deathless done. So that's 100%. Always works. This team's even fast if you want to use it just to do the event. The High King Iron Gut, Essence of Evil, Zul'Goth, Harpy Mage. You could use that for the event if you really wanted to. But there you go. There's Deathless. And now we'll make high, mid, and low. This could also be a high-level team. But I'll still show a different one. We're probably going to use Harpy Mage. I should have left that on there. I think that's going to be on every team. So let's go get it back. Dang it. Be sure Harpy Mage is going to be on every team. Second turn in power, you got potions. Should probably be on every single team. Unless you're like 50% starting or something, I guess. Harpy Mage. Base rarity. What do we got? You know, if you got the dragons, you're going to use them. I mean, one of these days, maybe we won't. Let's see. Could do Caffrey and Harpy Mage, I guess. Super high level, you got everything in the game. Sorry the game is turning into the win button game. But it is what it is. I guess I should show, maybe I should, the other team you can do, okay, so the Deathless team, if you're still leveling classes, you can use the Deathless team. Because I feel bad for not putting a, I always like, hate when people do a bunch of teams and there's like no hero. Because people still need to level classes. But I did show that Deathless team, so I feel okay about it. Banner. We could just do, we definitely want to do yellow. And then, doesn't really matter. Yellow-brown. Yellow-brown minus purple, yellow-brown minus green's probably fine. And class doesn't matter because we're not using our hero. And this will be probably the fastest thing you can do. You can do triple Caffrey if you want. This will be more consistent, but maybe if everything goes perfectly, triple Caffrey would be a little bit faster, but this will be, yeah, maybe it should be. I'm not sure. We can't use Essentia. Kill them all on second turn. I'm just going to go straight across because I'm not doing the event. Make sure you do all the rooms when you're doing the event. I need to put an Anu on, I think. There we go. Use an Anu with this if you're going to use this exact team. 20% of a dragon is actually quite a bit. Like, that's the best time ever to use your Anu if you're not going to use Essentia. The 20% start on something that has 32 mana, that's like 8 mana. Gets to start with 8 mana. And then you got Explode Potion, Caffrey, and then if you need it, Harpy Mage. That was close. We got this. All dead. And we're done. So that's high level. I'm just going to buy this so I can show you more teams. And I'll show the team code again. Thank you for showing the team codes for my team, Sana. A joke attempt. I'm not a good boy, though. I'm a bad boy. I'm a sinner. Alright, let's leave Harpy Mage. I think that's going to be on every one of my teams, at least. And let's try to do a mid-level team. We got red, we got brown. You could do your, I always show this guy, though. This is Sana's team. Ready? Oh, we got Emberclaw, though. Here, I'll show you Sana's team, but then I'll show you another one. Sir Quentin Hadley. He's the same color, but it's okay, because you're just using Sir Quentin Hadley to 50% Commander Dawnheart. We have so much mana generation here, we could probably use... Here, let's just mix the... I don't want to do that. You could just use, like, a weapon for damage if you wanted to, but... we haven't used the wand yet, I guess. Let's use the wand. Put this on the bottom, I think. Put this guy on the top. He's boosted by his armor, but if you have the right if you have enough horde, you'll start with like a barrier. And even if not, like, you should kill them before they even hit you. But if it starts to happen, you can move stuff around and not have them in first slot. It's a good time to level up Knight or one of the Knight classes, because you're 50% starting Knights. And we have a bunch of yellow and brown. Be good. So here would be like a mid-level team. There's no mythics on it. It does have the Wand of Stars, but I'll show you a different team too. So the concept of this team is you're 50% starting Commander Dawnheart, who's just a legendary. And he does damage to everybody, boosted by his armor, similar to Guard's Avatar or Rowan. And he's got 40% skull reduction, so even being in first slot, he's kind of a tank. But when he gets hit, he loses armor, so then he doesn't hit as hard. So you don't really want him getting hit too much. So eventually you could put him down. You know, you could even put Harpy Mage in first slot, drop Commander Dawnheart. Like put Harpy Mage in first and then drop everything down. The wand would still catch 3 different colors. There's that. But something else you could do that doesn't use Harpy Mage would be... and this one, you could level a class. Pretty much any class you want. I don't know why I'm showing an extra team, but you could do the triple Emberclaw Ruby Weapon thing. But if you don't have the Ruby Weapon, do the other team. If you don't have the wand, it's okay. You can use Mountain Crusher. Sometimes when you show like a wand, could just substitute any mana generating weapon in there. It's not like a big deal. I know not everybody out there has Chrysantherax and Ruby Weapon and the Wanda Stars. This is another mid-level team you could do. And then you could do whatever level, whatever you want. Whatever class. 50% start class would be preferred, because then Emberclaw will get it up every time, probably. But Emberclaw does the same thing as like Ferrocafru or Takshaka. It's just a legendary instead of a mythic. So, and then we'll do red for sure, and then probably like brown. Not blue. It's minus purple. Oh, here's the team I'm gonna show. Ruby Weapon is a win button. Just think of it, anytime you can use the Ruby Weapon for an event, you're probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Same with like the wand if you need mana generation from your weapon. Same with like the dragons if you can use the dragons. You're using Chrysantherax or Stellarix. Early game, it's like your Rowan. You know, your Ruby Weapon late game or mid game is like your Rowan early game. Your Chrysantherax or your Stellarix late game is like your Rowan early game. You're using it for a lot of stuff. Let's show how fast this goes. Well, I'm going to show a low-level team too, Murda. I always show high, mid, and low. I try to think about everybody. That's why I'm free to play. So I like to think about as many people. I like to help as many people as I can. So I always show high, mid, and low. And I'm free to play. So I can help everybody. Many people as I can, at least. I don't want to be VIP 20 or 15 and then, you know, I get free stuff every day and of course I have that much stuff, you know. And I don't want to like just show high level teams. So I try to show high, mid, and low level teams for every single event. And then I'm free to play that way. Even people that pay for stuff can use my stuff. And people that are free to play can use my stuff. Some people don't like me, you know that? Even though I'm thinking about everybody and trying to do as much as I can for the most people. Some people don't like that for some reason. Should be the actions, not the words. Some people get hung up on my words and my abrasiveness and like things I say. It should be more based on actions instead of words, but people don't. I get it. Sometimes as you get into this, I don't know, sometimes like in our household, like even somebody will be saying something like, it's just words. Why are you getting so crazy about words? Like, who cares? It's like air coming out of a mouth, like noises, like coming out of a mouth that don't mean, yeah, it doesn't hurt anybody. It's no big deal. People get so mad about stuff people say with the, you know, like noises they're making out of their mouth. They're getting mad about noises you make out of your mouth. Instead of focusing on the actions, like the thing the person does. I think that's strange. Alright, there we go. Alright, now let's do low level, which I'm sure y'all can guess what I would do here. We got red and brown. Haha. Get them, Murda, get them. I'll send them. Send you after them. Send you on a hit. Someone hating on you is giving someone else a break. Murda says tomorrow try to support pay for the subscription is missing up the payment methods on Google. It does not want to verify my 2 cards. Oh no. Well, I appreciate it. Troops you haven't seen or don't have? Dang. Yeah, some of those... Like, I did use, like, the Ruby Weapon and Chrysantherax, so I know those are hard to get. But I'm about to do a low level. We got red and brown. What do you guys think? Like, you already know what I'm going to do, probably. The easiest thing to do would be gargoyles. But if you don't want to see gargoyles, I could do Balder. I'd say Balder or gargoyles on red and brown for low-level players. Gargoyles, there's no excuse, really. Like, it's Underworld Troop. You can go get it at any time that you want. I think Balder's funner to show. But I think Gargoyle's more accessible. Just use a blue weapon. So let's do, like, Osha's Tome. But just use any blue mana-generating weapon. Once again, the weapon isn't, like, a deal-breaker. You could do Jar of Eyes. You could do Osha's Tome. You could do a Boreal Crystal. You could do Anus Scepter. Whatever you want to do. Wand of Stars. If you do Titan, you'll 50% start your whole team. You don't really need a Brown Storm. Sometimes I'll just take it off real quick. Doesn't really matter. And then Banner, we want just blue for sure. I usually do blue-yellow, because, like, Baldur just gets up a lot of the time. And, like, the weapon's going to get it up, so. Well, here's low level. Nothing on this team is... Everything on this team is epic and under. Henry got it. Good job, Henry. But yeah, like I said, if you don't have Baldur, who's a little bit harder to get than like Gargoyle, go use Gargoyle. Just do like Mountain Crusher, Gargoyle, Gargoyle, Harpy Mage. This is funner on the screen. Like, you get a bunch of skulls. Skulls are fun. For video purposes, this team's more fun. Get that brown out of here. Look at all those skulls. Look at all those skulls. Look at all those skulls. It's fun. This is not even a mythic or a legendary. And for an event where you're just going to 90, like if I was going to go to 500 with Baldur, I probably wouldn't want to. But just going to 90, not that bad. Pretty fast, too. Fast and fun. Yellow and red. Beg for Mercy, how's it going? We're almost done with Fire Rift. I did fail my Pure Faction 500 again on stream. Got close, though. Just need to up my Horde level, I think. That stupid Submerged gem really screwed us. Like right now for the campaign, there's a Submerged gem dropping. And in Fire Rift Pure 500, you're using Magma Dragon, who does AoE damage. So, and there's no way to like curse them or anything like that with the Pure. Because you can't use like weapons or hero or any other troops. You have to use Pure Faction troops. And I don't think they have any way to curse it away. So, it's kind of like, no, I wouldn't even recommend anybody doing Pure 500 today for real. More of a weekend thing or a slowly over time thing, but I always show it just in case. And that stupid fishy gem made me look like a fool, because they got their whole team submerged somehow, even though it just is one random troop. It must have blew up the board with a bunch of them on there. I don't know, I didn't really pay attention. I can go back and watch it. There's the low-level team, Baldur. Now we'll do the weekly preview. Kind of doing chapters. I didn't do a chapter for each section of Fire Rift, but you can get closer, I guess. I'll just put Fire Rift everything. And then for Weeks Preview, how far along are we here? 49? 49 minutes in. Save. Early game, you hate skulls, Henry? Yeah. If you hate skulls early game, you probably need a tank up front. Your hero with Titan, with Rock Solid, or use Elementalist and tie them all up or something, if you don't like getting hit by skulls. The way to counter it is to either use Barrier or use like something with skull mitigation, some sort of tank that has 50%. It only takes 50% of skull damage, you know. Either put a tank in first slot or put your hero with Rock Solid in first slot. Titan class, Elementalist. I already showed this. I think I did, but just in case. Alright, weekly preview, let's go. Trident of Dagonath. The campaign has started. New rewards every week. Don't miss out. So there's a new campaign right now. We'll go check that out in a minute. Full steam ahead. New epic troop Steam Troll. Get this troop with glory from the Lord's tab of the shop. Journey's going on. I have a video. If you want to check it out, that'd be great. I got 3 teams on there. High, mid, and low. I called it looping Miles like Sonic. Anybody get it? Did you get it? Isn't Tails' name Miles? I think it is. I was like 99% sure, and I still did it anyway. Looping Miles like Sonic, you know? You're playing Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Tails is like trailing behind you. You do the loop-de-loops, right? On Sonic, you rev it up and you go through the loop. I thought it was creative. It's better than putting the same 2 words on every single thumbnail, right? You want your YouTuber, your streamer to be creative sometimes? Looping Miles like Sonic, let's go. Alright, Fire Rift, I just showed that. Week of Elementals, all Elementals gain 10% of their skills. Week of Giants, all Giants gain 10% of their skills. And bonus gold, use a Steam Troll and PvP and Explorer to gain 400 gold. I get why other people just put the same words in every thumbnail and every title, because it's easy to get it out quicker. But, I don't know, it's a little bit lazy too. Let's see, let's go do the Soul Forge. It should be all the same now. I think they're back to where everybody's Soul Forge is exactly the same because it's a new cycle. At least it was recently. I think in the last week or 2 or 3, it restarted. Like the whole cycle restarted. So I think everybody has the same troops here in the Soul Forge. So it'll help way more people now. All right, Web Spinner's good. But let's take a look at the Mythics first and rank them. Got Vash Dagon. What I say is Vash Dagon. Vash Dagon. Got the Gemini. Got Wrath Amon. Vash Dagon and Wrath Amon. Sounds like a rap group. They put out their album. The Colossus. There's nothing really here as far as mythics go that you should get too excited about, for real. We got Solitherus. Solitherus. You got Solitherus as your dragon. It is a cosmic dragon for Stellaryx. It's the yellow one. If you need that as your last dragon for Stellaryx, it's there for 2000 Dragonite this week only. Colossus, Wrath Amon, Gemini, Vash Dagon. I would skip. It looks like a big skip to me. Some like cool looking mythics, but nothing that you're gonna use too much. I would say Vash Dagon back in the day was like at least a curse option that you would use sometimes. Gemini just looks really cool. It's alright, it does true damage. Wrath Amon was like trying to be like a Wild Queen or Wild King, but just didn't. It kind of falls short a little bit on that. And Colossus is an alright tank, and it's good with Glaceon and Bloodhammer. But, you know, tank mythics aren't the greatest. So we got a bunch of mid mythics in here, nothing too special. If I was gonna put them in order, I don't know. Probably tell you to get Vash Dagon still. So we'll call him number 1 this week. 24 blue, green, brown, Karakoth, demon, devour an ally. Then summon a demon. If the ally is devoured, deal true scatter damage boosted by my life. Curse a random enemy when matching brown. Number 2. I don't know. I'll just say the Gemini because it does true damage and steals life and stuff like that. 24 red, yellow, purple, Galvania, Undead Mystic, steal life from the 2 weakest enemies, then inflict curse and 3 stacks of bleed on them. No good traits, though. Wrath Amon, maybe next, but Colossus and Wrath Amon are really close. So, I don't know. But, neither one of them's first or second. Create a mix of 24 purple gems and skulls, gain 20 souls, and cleanse all allies. And then we got destroy a 5x5 circle, gain armor and life, boosted by all gargoyle gems destroyed. 50% skull reduction. So nothing here is bad, it's just all C-tier mythics. Alright, but for the legendaries, you got Web Spinner, who I really like. Web Spinner, you got Dark Monolith, Medea, and Krampus. That's pretty easy. Web Spinner's the best one here. 16 blue greens, all carry demon, deal damage to all enemies and poison them, then create 9 green gems. Deal triple skull damage to poisoned and webbed enemies. That's the main thing you're going to be doing, because it inflicts web when doing skull damage, and then it deals triple skull damage to webbed enemies. It's always going to deal triple skull damage as long as they can be webbed. It's one of the best legendaries in the game. It's just, you know how it goes with legendaries. You really only want to be crafting Tesla, because you should get Web Spinner from keys while you're trying for mythics and stuff. Especially in Zal'Kari. Zal'Kari's one of the better ones that you could throw event keys at, too. So you'd be trying for, was it High King Iron Gut or something? And then you could maybe get, or I don't know, is it High King Iron Gut? There's good stuff in Zal'Kari. So Web Spinner would be first there, and then probably Medea. 16 red, purple, Karakot, Human Mystic, deal damage to all enemies, enchant all allied demons, and barrier all allied mystics. Just because it hits all enemies and it's useful every once in a while. I think Krampus is butt. Or. And Dark Monolith would be number 3. So Krampus is last. So if you're going to get anything here, it'd probably be Web Spinner, but you should probably just be patient and try to get it with like Glory Keys, Gem Keys, Guild Seals, Event Keys. Save your diamonds for Iron Hawks and Cafroos and Takshakas, and don't waste them on Web Spinners. But I wouldn't hate it if you got Web Spinner. It's really good. I just don't use it a lot. But if you are using it, it's powerful and it's good. Weapons, do we got anything here? Of course we do, because there is the Lodestar, or whatever it's called, for the Ruby weapon. The Titanic Cleaver is available in the Journey event, right? Pretty sure. So you don't need to get it here. These are always here. 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 But Lodestar's not always here. You should get this. If you don't have it, get it. It's not a depends. Everybody should have Lodestar. So get it before the week's over. And it's not because of its spell or anything like that. It's a ingredient for one of probably the best weapon in the game. If you look down in the bottom right-hand corner there, one of the weapons that you need to make Ruby Weapon is Lodestar. It's right there. So make sure you get that this week if you don't have it. It's a big-time failure if you don't get it this week. It's going to be long, long time. And you're going to make it so where you're not going to get Ruby Weapon. You're going to make it take longer for you to get Ruby Weapon if you don't get Lodestar this week. So get it. That's a big-time 100%. Doomed Poop. Axe of Fire is that early game weapon that you may not have got if you didn't start playing the game in the last year or two, so it might say that you need it right now. Just by the way, this is always here, always here, always here. Convert all gems. That one's interesting, but Molten Core, Molten Ward. That one's also kind of interesting. Charred Blade. Another one that's kind of interesting. I don't know. I don't really use those, though. These are always here, always here, always here, always here. Always here, always here. Fire God's Heart is good. Like, we had a week recently where we were using that a lot. It's an Explodey. You always want to try to get those if you can. Womp. That's a tool for your tool belt. If you're going to be Broken Spire, your whole team's Broken Spire, then it's decent. Otherwise, it's not. Dustbringer's always here. Doomed Gavel, Doomed Poop. Shagra's Spine, another tool for your tool belt for Giants. Doomed Club is good. It's one of the best Doomed weapons in the game. Converts green gems to Doom Skulls and hits all enemies. Flamifer's pretty good. Create 10 red gems, deal damage to an enemy, boosted by red gems. Always here, always here, always here, always here, always here, always here, always here. Okay. Lots of good weapons, though. So, Web Spinner's the best troop available, but there's a lot of good weapons and, like, stuff you shouldn't miss, like Lodestar. Lodestar. And Fire God's Heart. And Doomed Club would be the ones you should probably get. Start with the Lodestar, then go to probably the Doomed Club, and then Fire God's Heart. That's the Soul Forge. That's my advice on it, anyway. Henry says, Cindy, can Takshaka loop in a team of just one of her and others? Sure. Takshaka's really good with Venoxia, because they both put the same colors on the board. They both do blue and green, right? So Takshaka and Venoxia are great together. Takshaka's good with itself. You do 2 Takshakas, 3 Takshakas. You do a Takshaka and a Vanaxia. Or you can just do Takshaka with like Queen Beatrix or King Gobtruffle or something else that does green or blue. You know? Like Queen Beatrix does green, Gobtruffle does green, Web Spinner does green. It's pretty close to an infinite loop, but I don't know if it's exactly that, but it's a good one. Not anything, only thing in the game that's really like an infinite loop is like the Gobtruffle Shuffle. Everything else is just like pretty close, like the Doomed Shovels and stuff like that are pretty close. And if you do it right with the right storm and you take other things off the board and you really try to infinite loop, you can make it happen. But yeah, Takshaka can loop. You don't have to actually show us the team, just suggest would be great. Takshaka teams usually use multiple copies, why I want to know, only have 1. Yeah, use it with Vanaxia. If I was going to show you a team, let me get rid of this. So you're here and you're asking. How do I'm a dummy. I don't really change my teams much. What am I doing? Get rid of it. Alright. Let's go get Takshaka. You got one Takshaka. Let's say Vanaxia. They go really good together. Put this ahead of that, because it just, I don't know. You don't really have to. They use different colors. Which is really cool. Look how many colors you're covering. You got green, purple, blue, red, and yellow. And this throws up 20 blue and green gems. And this throws up 9 green and blue gems. And they both do true damage. They go together really good. Like, everything they're doing the same thing as each other, and they use different colors and everything. So, Vanaxia can catch all the green that's getting thrown up there. And Takshaka can catch all the blue that's getting thrown up there. And then they're both doing true damage to multiple enemies. If, as far as a weapon goes, you could do green and blue gems. You know, if you want to like cover every color, you could just do Mountain Crusher. But that would make a brown storm, and we don't really want a brown storm, so... For the last slot, I'd probably do Leprechaun for the last slot. Just throw that on there. I just gotta figure out the weapon. Even though these are the same, this is empowered, so it doesn't matter if it's blocked. It's just gonna get these up. Weapon. What's a weapon you probably have? I don't know. Let's do Reflection of Good or something. Or could do, what's the one that's Obsidian Librum maybe? This one have a storm on it or anything? Enchant myself. About Osha's Tome. Osha's Tome would block Takshaka. Something like that. You could do a different weapon if you want. Class, you want to do something either... You probably want to do a green storm, so... If they both throw green on the board, you want even more green coming via the storm. So I'd say Archer. Plus it's a 50% start. Make sure you have your Nature's Aura. And then your banner would be... we could do... Probably do like purple-green maybe? If that's possible. And we got purple, brown, green, red. We got every single color, but... You know, we can minus like yellow or red. Takshaka's mostly taking blue. And then it will have the other color anyway, so who cares? So... Yellow or red. I'd probably want purple as my first color. That'd be Ribbon Banner maybe. Purple, green, red. Double purple. +1 green, minus red. So that's what I would suggest. Funky Town with the 5. Thank you so much. You don't have Vanaxia? Oh, no. Try Queen Beatrix then, I guess. Try Queen Beatrix then, maybe? Your chat's probably not lagging. I'm just, you know, yeah, sometimes I'm looking at, I have to either look at my laptop or look at the screen. Your guys' chat's up in the upper right-hand corner on my screen. They just pop up for a second, then they go away. So sometimes I'm behind in the chat. I don't think it's lagging. I think it is like 30 seconds behind, just even if I saw it immediately, but then I'm sometimes looking at my other screen. Funky Town with the 5. We're definitely started up now, laying down the pimp juice during a burnout, trying to pop a willy. Let's go. Slide it in sideways. Alright, what was we doing before I showed that team? Did the Soul Forge. So let's go to the Glory Shop. Look at the new troop. Steam Troll. 12 red, brown, Broken Spire, Elemental Giant. Create a mix of blue and yellow gems. Equal to the current blue and yellow gems on the board. You guys think of anything that does blue and yellow? It's just another troll doing other different colors. You know, there's a lot of these out there. It's probably not going to get used too much, but at least they're going to start... Look at his nipples. Just look at those nips. That's all I want to say. You're getting Arcane Lava Trait Stones, so red and brown. So go look at all your... Put red, brown, all colors, base rarity, show all, and then go make sure you have everything traded. That's worth trading. And you can get as many as you want right now with Glory. So it's a good time to spend Glory. Don't waste all your Glory on chests and then have nothing for this. So, yeah, there's some important stuff to fully trade out there. Some things need their third trait to even be useful. Like Gargoyle has okay traits. It's red and brown. You might want to fully trait your Gargoyles. They're like 25% something. Spell reduction and like 50% skull reduction. Something like that. What's next? Event key drop table. Broken Spire. Says it right there. That's all you're going to get. That's why it says it. Broken Spire. You're only going to get Broken Spire troops if you open event keys. Changes week to week. Let's go look at it. Is it worth throwing event keys for? You got Amarok. You got Dragon Lord Luther. You got Infernus. You got Salamandria. It's not terrible. It's just not one of the best. And event keys are so hard to get that you really have to wait for one of the top 3 to 5 kingdoms. And this is not a top 3 to 5 kingdom. So even if it is good, it might be a B tier kingdom or an A tier kingdom. Still, it's just so hard to get enough event keys to get certain things. Like Takshaka if you need 3 copies, or Kafaru if you need 3 copies, or High King Iron Gut. You know, it takes a lot of event keys to get those things. So you want to really save them. Iron Hawks. But, you know, Amarok's okay here and there. Infernus used to be awesome. Salamander I'm using right now in Underspire, I think. She's alright. And then, if you miss, you get Shagra, who I really like. Jeweled Golem's a good shiny troop. Pygra's alright. Like, this kingdom's decent. It's just not one of the best. Cinderhand Goblin's good. Ogress is good. You know why it's good? It's because Broken Spire was the first kingdom ever, so it has like a lot of troops. Yeah, it didn't... Like, they concentrate on Broken Spire a lot. I think it was the first kingdom ever in the game. Pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Broken Spire was like the first kingdom. It's the first one you do like when you start the game too, right? No problem, Henry. That's what I'm here for. You'll get that Venoxia one of these days, you know. Until then, use Queen Beatrix or something. She's really good. She's in the underworld. Like, you should be able to get her whenever you want. Alright, so that's a Vinky drop table. It's good, but not good enough. Alright, what else is going on this week? We already kind of went over this last couple days, but we got Journey right now. I got Journey teams on a separate video from yesterday. We got Fire Rift right now. I did that in the beginning of the stream. Pure Deathless, High, Mid, Low. It's Broken Spire week, so we got Broken Spire, Underspire, and Epic Trials. Wednesday, we have that new pet right here. Thursday, we have Warlord class event. Friday, we have Vault event again. So open those Vault keys this week if you have time. We also have like a new campaign, which we should probably go over, because there's new stuff in here. Like, I'm only going to go over it once instead of every week. But this will be the once. So there's Little Finn. Little pet for you for Merlantis. More copies of Little Finn. We got Deep Trident. Deal splash damage to an enemy. Create 7 submerged gems. If an enemy dies, create 4 more. These are for people that buy it, by the way. You have to buy this stuff. King of Cups. Give 10 life to all allies, 7% chance of an extra turn for each green gem on the board. Doesn't sound very good. It's just a tarot card. They're not supposed to be good. And you got Dagonoth. 25 blue, green, brown, Merlantis, Demon, Merfolk. Deal damage to 4 random enemies boosted by submerged gems. There's a 50% chance to jumble the enemy team. Doesn't seem too great. Let's see. Like, it's boosting off of something that's hard to boost off of. We got a lot of these kind of troops in the game where they boost off of something that's hard to boost off of, like Bless and, you know, Submerge and Enchant, and you can only have so many troops. You only got 4 troops on your team, so you can only have, they can only be boosted by 4. And he's doing physical damage, and I don't know. Not horrible, but it's not worth spending money either. You can get it later for free. You know that the Dagonoth will be available in 2 to 3 months through, you know, keys and the Soul Forge. So it's a question of patience and FOMO and all that. You are impatient and you have fear of missing out, but I suggest buying it anyway. So I'm just saying, like, I suggest buying the pass anyway because you get all this extra stuff every week down here on the bottom while you're doing something that just happens anyway. So you're pretty much giving money. And it's not even that much. It's like a little bit of money. And then you get all the bottom track and the top track, which I think is a good deal. Even though I don't do it, I still recommend it for people. And it's more about, like, all the other stuff. Like, when I say to buy the pass, I'm not talking like, oh, you gotta get this pet. And, oh, you gotta get the weapon. And, oh, you gotta get the mythic. I don't even care about those things. It's more about all the other crap, like, all the other resources in here. Like the gems and the glory and the keys. And all that other stuff. That's why I tell you to buy it. It's because of all the other stuff. The orbs. And then you get all this too, up top. But that's that. We got that little, where's it at? This thing's going on right now. And all you gotta do is defeat yellow enemies. So, it's probably gonna happen just like the campaign where you don't have to try, really, unless it says to get glory. But this one's even easier. You're just defeating yellow enemies to collect points and earn rewards. Like, we got a vault event this weekend. You'll be done by, like, Friday off this, probably. But it's got some stuff. Got that egg. I think we already got that egg at one point. So we get more copies of it. But the main thing is all the other rewards. Like, the egg, I already have it. So I don't really care. I could orbit. But it's like all the other crap. Why I'm doing it. Anything else going on? I think that's everything. We could do Underspire, which I'm already started on. Let me buy some then. I should have my 7 for today. No, what are you doing? Why does it do this? See how it still says 150? I swear I restarted my game. How do you, like, get through this? Need to make the game load. I don't want to buy that 150. This is like a glitch, huh? How do I make that, I figure out how to reset it. I think so stupid. Oh well, I guess I'll buy the 150. We don't got time to mess with this. And that'll reset it. There we go. Watch. Now it says 100, so it really only cost me 50 there. I hope. But here's the team I'm using for it. For my high-level team. Ogress, Fire God's Heart, Salamandria. I think I thought we had Broken Spire recently, didn't we? You out of here, Murda? We'll see ya. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. Yoke the ham. What's my unowned looking like? I'll have to show you. It's not as good as it used to be. Henry says I've been seeing a lot of mythics being popped. People are using keys like crazy. Once you get to end game, you don't use as many keys because you have like everything. But early game and mid game, you're gonna use like all your keys.
Mana surge.
Except for event keys and shiny keys. Remember not to touch those until the appropriate time.
Mana surge.
But yeah, beginners, you can just open all your keys. Just don't do the like gems. Don't start opening. If you got keys, use your keys. Don't use like gems to open chests. It's a big no-no. I don't even use gold to open chests. The only one I do is glory, but that's because at the end game, you don't have much else to use your glory on. We're going highest level. So we got 21. We got 25. We'll go 25. You're already finished, Henry? Good job. Now you don't have to worry about it. You got everything. I love doing that. That's why I like getting the epic trials done, because now I never have to worry about it again. Anything I can get done forever in this game, you have so much to do every single day and every single week, you can never be done with everything, because they keep putting in, you know, it's a faction event today. You didn't do it. You know, it's there, it's new. Like, you can't, it's not done. You know, it's Tuesday at reset, right? Here comes Tuesday. Well, now there's a faction event that you don't have done. You got to do it. But if you can get something done like your epic trials, you never have to touch them again. If you get your, yeah, certain stuff like that. Get all your classes to 100, you never have to touch them again. Early game, you're getting all your quests done, your world quests done, your classes opened up. You never have to do that again. Anything you can do to where you like never have to do it again and it's done forever, with so much stuff going on every day and every week, it's good to get those things done that you never have to do again. So that's good you got all the yellow enemies killed, because now you don't have to worry about it. Whether or not you're done or not on Sunday. Like, with the vault on the weekend, I think everybody's going to get it done pretty easily, because we're going to be farming versus, and it's going to be a lot of yellow enemies. But shiny keys are for an event as well. Shiny keys, it's just, there's nothing good in there, so the strategy right now is just to save them up until they put something good into the drop table. So if you open all your shiny keys right now, what are you trying to get, and why? There's only a couple things in there that are even okay. So right now the overall strat is just to save up your shiny keys and not open them, and hoping they'll put something good in there, like Shagra was just put in there. We just got shiny Shagra, and that's like okay, they're doing Shagra, so why wouldn't they do Tesla? Why wouldn't they do Queen Beatrix? Why wouldn't they do High King Irongut? So the more shiny keys you save, the more you're going to have for when they put like Tesla and make her shiny, or they do High King Irongut and make that shiny, or they do something else awesome and make that shiny. If you open them now, you're just getting a bunch of dookie trash, and there's nothing good available. So you've got to be patient and not open shiny keys. And it's okay if you already did, just don't do it now, you know? Going forward, don't open shiny keys. Because you could, like, if you're on the other side of that argument, it's like, ooh, Jeweled Golem and Slug Hoarder and Shagra now, I guess, but I don't even think it's in the drop table yet because it's still brand new. There's, like, a couple you could mention, but the drop table's, like, you get all the crappy ones I could mention. Like, every time you mention one that's good, I can mention 15 that are crappy. So when you open a shiny key, you're more likely to get one of the 15 crappy ones than like the one good one right now. So we want to wait until there's more good stuff in there, like Shagra. So if you opened all your shiny keys 3 months ago, and I open mine 3 months from now, I have a chance at Shagra, and you don't. You never had a chance at Shagra. And I have my same keys from back then that you don't have anymore. Hypothetical person that used all their shiny keys a month ago or 2 months ago. You didn't even have a chance at Shagra. If I wait and save all my shiny keys, I could get Shagra. You couldn't when you opened yours. It wasn't even in there yet. It's like people wanting to like shiny everything, you know. It's the only reason they're probably opening them. It's like burning a hole in their pocket type of thing. But if a turd was on sale, would you buy the turd just because you had the money for it?
Mana surge.
Got a turd on sale. Gotta buy it. It's on sale. Got a peanut in it. You don't buy a turd just because it's on sale. And you have the money for it. Alright, highest level, we got 27, we got 32. So here's my high level team, here's the team code. Let's make a mid and a low. And that'll probably be it for today, unless you guys have any other questions. I can quickly look at Epic Trials. Looks like the AI can do it, but... And I feel like you should have it done already, and probably shouldn't have to go over it. But I know it's some new players out there and stuff. Or you didn't just get it the first time, because... Can't just do any epic trial whenever you want. Like, that's why you should do it right now, because you can't do it next week or the week after or the week after. It's a Broken Spire week. Right now is when you can do Broken Spire epic trials. So if you don't do it now, you're going to have to wait 38 weeks to get something you could get done forever right now. And the AI can do it. We already watched it do it. There's like no excuse. Just every day before you get off the game, go run an AI fight or a auto battle on epic trials. You don't even have to sit there and watch it. You just walk away. It's kind of like not getting Underworld Legendaries. Like, there's no excuse, really, to not, like, try to run auto battles on epic trials. Like, if they can't do it, they can't do it. But you should at least try. And then if they can't do it, maybe you try. Alright, but I think most teams here are going to use Ogress for sure. And they might use Fire God's Heart. So, like, for mid... What did we do last time? Because I swear we already had this. Could do Magma Dragon, maybe. Magma Dragon. Shiny Turd Rant. You got your Shegra Max? Nice. Yeah, on Guild Seals, definitely wait till chest level 6. Because if you don't, you have less of a chance at getting Mythics and Legendaries. Like, if you're opening Guild Seals on Monday, you don't have as good of a chance to get Mythics and Legendaries. If you Guild Seals you should look on like a Sunday or a Saturday. Make sure your guild's on chest level 6 first. What are we gonna do? We can't use Mythics. This is the mid team. So what's some good? We got Magma Dragon. We got Shegra. Pyrophemus is just one enemy, so not very good. Got Jeweled Golem. Pygra. Tyraxis is alright. We got Broken Spire weapons. I'd probably just double up on the Magma Dragon, to be honest. Really easy to get. I don't think anything's going to be better than Ogress for mana generation, and using your hero is so powerful, I don't want to not use my hero. Titan, we get 50% start Ogress, and she'll get up way quicker, and you know how Underspire is, you don't have any potions, so it's always a slog, so you don't want to make it more of a slog by not using Titan and Ogress. I think this is the way to go. Can even use the same banner. So that'd be my mid. I say high level, get to boss 7. Mid level, get to at least boss 4. You know, and low level, you're just doing what you can do. Maybe get the second boss or something. At least try Underspire. I already explained on our last live stream why it's so important. I forgot I was going to show you guys me buying, I'm going to start buying every metal offer, token offer, deed offer. I got like a Yasmin medal in my offers. I'm going to buy it. I got my gem stack just keeps going up, especially from opening all those vault keys the other day on stream. We got some awesome gem drops. I think it's about time for me to buy the keep buying. I saved up enough. But I'll also set like a basement. Like I'll never go under a certain amount of gems. And it's probably going to be like 10k. I don't ever want to dip under like 10k gems ever again. So I'm going to buy everything I see. Because I know I'm always going to need deeds. I'm always going to need medals and tokens. I'm always going to need writs. I'm always going to need books. So I'm going to buy every single one I see, no matter what color it is or what kind it is. This is just for me, as like I have 32,000 gems, and it's like the only thing I need in the game now. Not saying you guys should do that. But I'm going to try it, I think. And then, like, if I get down to 10,000 gems, I'm going to stop doing it. And then I'm going to go back to only buying a certain color. Maybe even at, like, 15k, I'll only buy the certain color. There's no reason for anybody out there to have 80 billion gems or 80 billion gold. Or, you know, gold's more acceptable, I would think. But there's no reason for anybody to have, like, 80 billion gems out there. So, anybody that has way more gems than me, it doesn't, like, super impress me. It's like you just didn't spend them. You missed a bunch of chances to spend them on stuff that you need. It's cool. I really think it's cool. I wish I had 100,000 gems too. I just, in my back of my head, I'm like, well, why didn't you buy every deed you see, every token you see, every medal you see, every book you see, every writ you see? Why aren't you buying that? You need it so bad. Why do you have 800 billion gems? It's like having 800 billion gaps or 800 billion vault keys. Like, that stuff don't really impress me. And then as far as gold goes, you could up all your horde levels, make your faction events faster. You could do legendary tasks. I think it's more crazy to have like a billion gems than a billion gold, though. Because gold, you could do everything in the game and just not have anything to do with it. But you could like help your guild and buy, you know, do a bunch of legendary tasks. That'll spread the wealth out. Whenever I have both of these, like Ogress and Fire God's Heart, I do Fire God's Heart because it could do a buff. Or it does do a buff. I mean, it could do a good buff on somebody. Eventually, I'll probably get both Magma Dragons up before I cast one with this team. I'm not going to use this team, but you should do that. I think I'm going to make this my low-level team too, y'all. I don't think we need anything else. Magma Dragon is an Underworld legendary, so I think that's, this will be my mid and my low. Fire God's Heart's in the Soul Forge. Ogress is a very low rarity, easy to get troop. Magma Dragon is a very easy to get legendary in the Underworld, so that's my low level team also. If you have Salamandria, I would suggest trying to use her, and if you don't, I would say use Magma Dragon. And Amarok would probably be alright too, once you get deeper, maybe. Once I get deeper, maybe I use, like, Meteoridon's also good. So if you're using Meteoridon, I don't hate it. If you're using Amarok, I think that's alright, especially deep and late. But early on, you should probably be doing Meteoridon or Salamandria. And we're still early in. And I know she works, because I did the entire Underspire last time with her, and it was fine. So I know she works. So I'm using her right now. Alright, I'm going to take a peek at the Epic Trials, and that'll probably be it for today, unless y'all have something for me. We got Volcanic Golem, explode a gem, burn a random enemy for every red gem destroyed, gain life and armor. So you're probably going to want to be casting that as much as you can. Terraxis, deal damage to all enemies and transform blue gems to brown to boost the effect. Make sure you have alignment. Make sure you, when you change that blue to brown, that you get an extra turn. You can see that before you cast it. Shagra, create a bunch of red, then convert all red gems to skulls. That's cool. Create 5 yellow gems, and convert all yellow gems to red. Man, you're just going to have a ton of red on the board. I don't think it's going to be too hard. Just keep this thing with life and armor. You know, cast it whenever you got it. Only cast this when you have alignment. Shagra, you would cast this when you have like a lot of red and skulls next to each other. It doesn't have to exactly have alignment because it creates 7 red and then converts. But you want to make sure like there's not 0 red on the board or 0 skulls on the board. Like, be smart with it, but it's not exactly like Tyraxis where you have to make sure when you turn that blue to brown that you get an extra turn. So Shegra, since it would be like if Tyraxis said transform blue gems, or it says create 7 brown and then transform blue gems to brown. Then it would be the same as Shegra, but it doesn't say that, so you have to wait until you want to make sure you get an extra turn before you cast it. And then Shegra, as long as there's some red and some skulls on the board, you can just cast it because it's going to create 7 red. I mean, a lot of the time. You don't want like 2 skulls and 2 red, and they're not even anywhere near each other, but you know what I'm saying. And then this is going to put a bunch of red on the board anyway, so you might want to cast this, and then it's going to create 5 yellow gems and convert all yellow gems to red. So you can even look ahead on that one and make sure you get an extra turn. Like, oh, there's yellow next to red. And if I create 5 yellow, it's going to be even more yellow, and it'll make a ton of red. Shouldn't be too bad. Henry says, you just blew my mind with autoplay. I had no clue that was a feature, yeah. The only time you want to do that is when you can't play the game, though. Because it's very boring and slow, and, you know, if you're playing the game, play the game. But if you're... It's smart, it's like multitasking and getting the most bang for your buck type of thing. Like, if you're going to walk away and not play the game anyway, why not put on, like, an auto battle before you walk away? Especially if you don't have Epic Trials done. You just go into the fight, and then you hit the big middle button on the PlayStation. I don't know what it is for everybody else, but for me, it's like the big middle button, and then you hit, like, L2, and then you choose, you know, you hit auto battle. And then when you come walking back later after your shower or whatever, you'll see, like, either you won or you lost. If you won, you buy the pet. It's only 200 gems, and you get 5 copies of it. It's a really good pet to get for Broken Spire or whatever kingdom. I think it's Broken Spire, yeah, because it's the Broken Spire Epic Trials. But that makes it to where you're not chasing pets all the time during a Vault event and stuff like that. You can get a Broken Spire pet from Epic Trials. You can get a Broken Spire pet from Fire Rift. You can get a Broken Spire pet from Wednesday. I mean, this week might be a different story because it's like a special holiday pet. But usually you can get a Broken Spire pet on Wednesday. So that's 3 pets that you can get fully ascended without, like, chasing around pet rescues on, you know, all the time. Then you got all these holiday events, Legends Reborn, Kingdom Passes, that just, you know, campaigns that put other pets in there too. But anyway, I think that's it for today, right? That's it. Unless you guys got something, want to see something, let me know. Just to say thank you again to Sana for the gifted on the Ghost Train. Trey with the 4. Chat with a 2 with a 2. Sana with another 1. Anita with 1. And Funky Town with the 5. Good morning, Cindy and fellow sinners working and lurking. You guys did the burnout. You popped a willy. You slid sideways into a parking spot. You left all the doors open. The music up super loud. People are at the gas pumps playing air guitar and dancing to your awesome music that is on in the car all the way up while you're not even in it and you're inside. Buying your brewskis, your scratchers, and your smokes. Standing in line, blocking everybody up. Scratching your scratchers, turning them in. Scratching your scratchers, turning them in. Yeah. That's what we did. We had a little party, smashing brewskis on our head, waterfalling them, doing keg stands, doing burnouts, revving our engine, popping willies. One of those today. It was a good one. That's a good one. That's where we want to be. We want to be smashing brewskis on our head, waterfalling them in each other's mouths, and doing burnouts and popping willies. We may not be like going down the track at 1,000,000 miles an hour, but we're popping willies and doing burnouts. That means we started it up and it's going. It's all good. But yeah. Any other questions? Anybody need to see anything? We didn't see Mark today. He'd probably want me to do the Epic Trials, but don't see him. So, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. I got some video ideas written down. I might do some... I'm really been thinking about doing... I want to do like I want to batch my videos for... I'm going to do a video every day or a stream every day right now. That's my goal, and that's what I've been doing. I post something every single day. It's what I've been doing. But I'd really love to post like twice a day, or do a stream and a video each day, or something like that eventually. So what I think I'm going to do is start on like Mondays. I'm going to start batching videos a little bit. So on Monday I would do like my team video. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I'd do like my team video, my EverQuest video for Wednesday, and like my FromSoft Cheese for Thursday, and then we would stream on Tuesday. So that would be everything ready to go on Monday except for the stream on Tuesday. And then like on Friday I should do, you know, my Friday video, my EverQuest video for Saturday, and then I guess we stream on Sunday. So I could try to do like everything and, you know, batch it a little bit better so I have more time to like either make more videos or do more streams or whatever. But right now I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing something every day. Man, come on. Potential spam is what that is. That's calling me. Do a poll for a vid? I'd be afraid to throw all the ideas up there and somebody steals them. You know how cynical I am. I could do a members only poll maybe, because I don't think members are going to be going and whispering to other channels. I hope not. Might be able to do like a members only poll or something, but then I think everybody can see it. They just can't vote. I don't know. I'll think about it. But I got like 4 ideas written down. And I don't know. I always lose my ideas. But I've been thinking more about what videos to do. Like I got one I want to do I forgot to write down. Which I should probably do this week. Because it's like relevant this week. But anyway. Thank you so much. Sauna Trey, Chad, Anita, and Funky Town for the keeping the doors open and the lights on, and the lights open and the doors on. Thank you for joining me today, Sauna, Lady Alfhild, Funky Town, Texas, Henry Phillip. We got Henry, we got Murda Serta 73, Yoke the Ham. Thank you for joining me today. We got Sauna, we got Funky Town, we got Henry, we got Cortex. Cortex Visser Rousen. Say that 3 times. We got Beg for Mercy here today. Murda Serta. That's all I can see. For some reason, it's not going back any further than that. But yeah, shout out to anybody that was here today. You guys are awesome. You'll watch, you have notifications on. I'll see you. Yeah, I do something every day, so that's what I was talking about. I don't have notifications. I watch a ton of YouTube, and I only have notifications on for one person. So I understand. I get it. But if you do want to see my videos, make sure you put on notifications, hit the bell. It should tell you, like when I post a video. But if you don't, I post every day. You could check every night, and there'll be something new. But thank you so much, you guys. Have a good one. You're the best. Peace out.